Howdy everyone, it is the 28th of February 2020. I'm going to scan through all of the alts on Poloniex and update the bull market watch spreadsheet. I'm going to start off on the 12-hour time frame, and wherever I see the 12-hour EMAs crossing over, I've got to mark it as a double E, the exit on the 12-hour time frame. I also want to point out that this is just a trading system and we're following the rules here and mapping them out in our spreadsheet so that we can look back at them over time. For my own part, for my own trading, I may be wrong on this, but I see a 1, 2, 3 formation. This is blasted off. It's come back to retest this 1, 2, 3 formation and held here. So long as we're holding above these levels and holding above these levels, I still think altcoin season has started, and this is just a bit of noise in the whole process. But I don't know. And it's better to err on the side of following this system, because when we get out on the 12-hour EMA cross, we're protected against what might go lower, and we still have a chance to get back in. There's no need to sweat it, depending on where you got in. So long as you get in on the right place with this system, then this all makes sense and it really works well. Atom also crossed on the 12-hour a while ago, and it is not giving us a buy signal yet, according to this system. It needs to build out a whole new bottom there. And this system will keep us out of a market that is going sideways, and it'll wait till the market actually turns and starts to go. Then we're going to jump in. So here's another one that we had a bottom formation earlier. It kicked us out, and then we've been sort of in and out a little bit as it's been going sideways, but for now, it's neutral. There's nothing for us to do until this builds up and gives us a cross on the 4-hour exponential moving average here. So we can expect this is going to take another few days at the minimum so that we get enough 4-hour candles here to build out any kind of reversal that our exponential moving averages will cross over one another here. And so this stays in neutral. And this is what our stance is for most of these coins. Even though they have come up and they are holding above these support and resistance levels, they've crossed over those 12-hour EMAs for most of them. And so for safety's sake, we are out of these as a bullish stance. And we're holding Bitcoin right now from our alt portfolio. So let's continue on. That was neutral. This one remains neutral so long as we are below those levels. And we'll just continue to track it neutral as time goes along. When it does turn around, we'll be there for it. This stays in hold stance because of the EMAs staying positive. Banker Network token also stays neutral now. The 4-hour EMA is crossed, but not the 12-hour. So after this is all said and done, we can go through and review to see how this trading system did. And if we had followed it on the 4-hour EMA crosses, what would have our profit been? And the 12-hour as well. And we can tune it better in the future. 12-hour EMA crossed on Bitcoin, so it's out of that for now. 12-hour is just crossing now on BitShares. Zoom right in on that so I can see it. And indeed, we do have neutral on Bitcoin and the double exit on BitShares. We had the double exit on Civic Coin the other day as well. But I'll point out the same process, the same procedure, the same structure. 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, a test of this number 2 point right here. Nothing abnormal about that at all in the beginning of the bull market. And this is one of the core reasons that we start off with a piece of our position and we wait to see which of the markets we should be adding on to. This one proved that this isn't one of the markets. So the markets will sort themselves out through this system. We'll just continue to track and monitor these now as they unfold, because this will consolidate and it'll go back into an alert and back into a hold stance. This is the most amazing part about this pullback for everyone who has missed out on it. This is your chance to know exactly which coins to put your money into and when. We're standing at the plate. We've got the bat on our shoulders. Everything's lined up and we can just wait for them to come across the plate now and hit when they do. So this will stay in neutral until it crosses back, and we can just continue to watch it day by day. Decreed stays in neutral stance. Let me check. This is the 12-hour. So we had the 12-hour exit earlier. It stays in neutral till we make a bottom and turns around. It's great. It keeps us out of all of these coins. Neutral, neutral, neutral. And I want to double check that I got the 12-hour EMA exits on those. Ethereum Classic, also we got a great run on this. Beautiful 4-hour EMA exits. The 12-hour got us out to be sure that we are not holding it while it goes sideways. It will get us back in when the potential is correct again. So this is beautiful how this is set up across every one of these different markets. Great to see it all play out step by step. Here is Ethereum crossing on the 4-hour EMA, but it hasn't crossed on the 12-hour, so we'll just mark it as neutral and continue to monitor it. Foam, when I'm in the 12-hour time frame or the 4-hour, it is still near fail. It is down to some pretty extreme levels there. Gas, when I go into that, this is neutral. The 12-hour EMAs have not crossed over yet, so we can just continue to track this one. GNT, also neutral. Yet neutral. I had marked it as an alert because this was coming up to where the 4-hour EMA was almost crossing again. And I do want to put that portion of the trade back on if the 4-hour EMA crosses. Here's something very interesting. That's a pretty strong surge of something going on here in Grin. That jumps it right. Can it go into an alert status? No, not yet. It's starting to build that 1, 2, 3 bottom for us now, and I really like that one. But I can only put it to neutral according to this grading system. KNC stays in a hold stance right now. I'm going to watch the 4-hour though, because this top formation is looking toppy. So I'll leave this marked as a hold for now, and we'll continue watching it. Loom had crossed on the 12-hour time frame, so that we got the exit there. But again, we've got higher lows here. This is our bigger 1, 2, 3 bottom when we're starting to look at this in a longer term time frame and really get the perspective we need in these. This little blip and pullback, well, it's important and painful if you got in at the wrong time. It's not really turned us to full bearish yet. We've bounced off of important levels with support. I'm pretty keen about that so far. Let's go on to LPT now. And I'm going to move back into the 12-hour time frame, our main level, and it'll stay neutral for now. But it is building a 1 and a potential 1, 2, 3 setting up there. Lisk had gone to an alert status because the 4-hour EMA was looking close. This could go... I'm going to leave it actually as an alert status. It can go back to neutral, that's fine. But I want to be aware. Now, I am bullish on this. Even with this crazy pullback, the 12-hour hasn't crossed yet, but I think this pullback is a fake. I think we are going to be charging and seriously higher from this. I could be wrong. And if I follow these 12-hour EMAs, they're going to save my ass. So I can have an opinion, but if I follow the plan, my opinion should be overridden by the plan, just for safety's sake. MNR is still good, even on the 4-hour. So we'll leave that as a hold. NXT stays neutral, but really I like that structure. And when that does go to an alert status, I'm going to pay attention. This is a crypto commodity. This is different than a cryptocurrency. It's different than a crypto security. You can build an app on top of this network, even though it's not the most popular one and it's not... Anyway, OMG is neutral and it'll stay neutral. Here's another example of a beautiful example. 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. We came back and retested that. How bullish is that? For me, that's like a cement in the bullish market. Even though this trading system says get out and stand aside for a bit, it is safety oriented. I want that. I also want to observe, this is what's probably coming for most of these alts. We're going to pull back, we're going to get these crosses, and it's just going to blast. There's not going to be very much warning. So I'm super keen to get this video out there, get this message out there, show these details of the technical analysis of the alts right now. I know everybody's crapping their pants, but it's not time to be changing your diaper. This will remain neutral for quite some time until this bottom formation sets itself up. ALTCOIN just went from a 4-hour, from a hold stance to a cross on the 4-hour. And so it's pulled back a little bit, but it's not crossed on the 12-hour. And you know what? This has grabbed support better than some of the other coins, especially percentage-wise. This, I've got to leave it as an alert because when it does go, it's not gonna give us any warning. This is the warning. SNT is another one that's made a bottom formation. It's come back to retest this bottom and it's holding. Even though it looks terrible over the last few days, this is not terrible at all. These are very strong setups here. this is a favorite project of mine. I have some hard drives set up so that I can rent out the hard drives and earn storage tokens. But the 4 hour is going back and forth, and this is the work of trading. That's the work. So it goes to another exit status there, probably jumping in and out too much. Now, when I get to STR, I'm seeing this bottom formation. I'm seeing it holding steady above this. When we break up above these levels, this 1, 2, 3 is going to be really important. These are going to be key. So to map these out now as it's happening is really important. Even though we're in neutral stance and I go, these will be taking off. There's bigger pictures than just the 12-hour EMA. And this is for safety. It's for protection. But look at this, 1, 2, 3, and we're sitting on top of it again across all of these coins. Even though we're crossing, even though we're getting these double E's, we're getting these exit signals. For me, I'm not exiting. I'm not selling on the coins that I'm holding. I had to close some leverage trades that were doing so well and then got closed at a loss. Terrible, absolutely terrible trading. Poorly done, poorly watched all the way along here. I saw the top formation. I intentionally decided to hold, figuring we were going to continue higher. So I would do it again. Now, it doesn't matter. They've got the 1, 2, 3. I can reset the pattern and restart again. That's trading. So anyway, this one is neutral. XEM. Neutral because the 4-hour EMA crossed, but the 12-hour hasn't. And you know it. There's the bottom. There's the support. It's crazy. So this, even though it stays neutral, and all of these are neutral, and this one's going to a double E. I don't know about. I'll have to watch this one more closely, but it's the same story as everything else, and maybe even stronger. Look at this 1, 2, 3, and then it's sitting on top of this crazy support. Really can't miss out on this. I'm so stoked to put this video out right now. And this is the kind of thing that I do for our Bull Market Watch subscribers all the time. I'm constantly going through this so that everybody's right up to date about whatever the trading plan is telling us to do at the moment and why. What does it make sense to do? Which part of it should we be paying attention to and how much should we emphasize it? Here's a very important formation building up here. It looks like a head and shoulders top formation, but it's going to build and go way higher. I could be wrong, but it's okay because the 4-hour EMA's got us out of half of the trade, and the 12-hour exit will get us out of the other half of the trade if I am not right. But I'm going to leave this as an alert for right now because I think this is going to cross over and go up higher right away. Zcash, much the same story. Well, that's a wicked top formation. Looks absolutely terrible, like we're going to be going down forever from here, and no way. It's going to come up and it's going to make these massive ascending wedge triangles. We are at the beginning of something that it's beyond our personal scope. Sorry, I wanted to go to the 1 week view. It's beyond our personal scope of scale to know what size of moves these are coming. And so to get bearish on this little wee blip back is not taking the big picture into mind. These are going to be going very much higher. And to err on the side of being too bearish right now might not be a good idea. I could be wrong. Let's zoom in on this again and we'll track it. As that 4-hour and the 12-hour EMAs cross, it protects us. So I can have my opinion and just continue to watch. Let's go into ZRX. You betcha, it just makes me more and more excited every chart that we're going into as I'm seeing these build up and I'm seeing these higher lows staging and that we're getting these 1, 2, 3s on everything right now. It's an amazing time. Everybody's bearish and I am just so excited. It's crazy. So let me copy and paste this over because this data will be emailed out to our subscribers now. It's automatically emailed every day. And finally, I want to close with a look at our cover page. This is where you can log in on the Bull Market Watch spreadsheet every day, and you can see in a glance how things are going. This pulled us all back, got us back into the neutral stance. We're all prepared to be deploying into our alts again. Every day you can log in here and you don't just see that there are 3 alerts. You get to see exactly which are those 3 alerts. You get to see exactly which are the new alerts coming into our system, which are the ones that are crossing on the 12-hour EMA exits. These are all of the ones that are pulled back. We could go back and look at those charts and I'll bet you we'll see those same patterns that we saw in the Poloniex markets. We've seen beautiful 1, 2, 3 bottom formations behind us. Prices have come up and they are now retesting those number 2 points from the past. This is a super bullish confirmation that we're seeing setting up right here. Everybody's all bearish and scared, but for me, this is a moment to be really, really excited about. And I hope that I see a whole bunch of you guys joining the Bull Market Watch spreadsheet. Get this information. Join with us. This kind of training every single week. I do it a couple times a week because, yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I really believe in what's going on with the future of cryptocurrencies. And for me, this is my way of making a difference in the world. Your success doesn't limit how much success I have. In fact, you may have more money than I do, and you can have greater success than I do. That would tickle me beyond, I can't tell you. So anyway, I'll wrap this up for now, and I'll invite you one more time to come and join us on our Discord chat because we go on about this stuff all day long. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next video. Good luck in all of your crypto trading. Bye for now.